going to give you like a short tip of the day here. Now, sometimes when you're making clothes, or you got some clothes that you've bought from the shop or something, and sometimes usually it will happen on a plunging V neckline, but it may start gaping here at the front. Can you see? Little gape there. And so I'm going to show you here. This happened on my waistcoat I'm making for my clients. So there's a couple of ways. So when I'd actually put it on him originally, it was gaping here. So you can actually see it's gaping there. And some of your clothes will gape it depending on the fit of your bust. If you're top heavy or whatever, it'll start to distort on the opening. And usually you'll get this on V necklines. So if you've got a V neckline and it goes like this, there's two methods. You can either pin it, get someone to pin it for you while you're on it there, and you clear it, and then what you would do then, you would just mark it. So you'd pin it until it's all clear. You pin it there on each side, and then chalk mark each side where it's pinned. Open it out, and whatever that is, you've got to pick up the neckline from there. So you'd have to shorten at the top. You have to shorten it, and you go back to nothing. You taper back to nothing on the armhole. So you'd angle that line, and that would clear it. Now another way, which we do in a couture or bespoke world, is this way. And I've actually done this on this client's. I've actually cut a strip, and you've got to cut a strip on the grain, not on the cross, not on the bias. It's got to be on the grain. And you cut a little strip, 1/4 inch, just under 1/2 inch, and pull it. And as you're pulling, and then you stitch it right on the edge, okay? And that will pull it. That will gather it in and pull it, and then you just press it. So I'm going to quickly show you here on my lining. 1 second, let me just get the lining for you. Right, so I've just got some scrap lining here. So whatever scrap lining I've got, always cut on the straight grain, especially when you're trying to resolve that problem here. So that's cut on the straight grain. You can see the stripe anyway. So I just cut a little piece. You know, you don't measure it, just use your eye, use your judgment. I'm going to cut a little piece here. It can be 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch, or whatever. Okay, just do that. Okay, and then what you do is you get your right on the edge of your neckline, whatever you're making a dress or whatever, right down. And then what you do, put it right on the edge and stitch right on the edge and pull it. So as you're pulling it, that will gather the fabric in a little bit at a time. And it can go. This went up to. This actually pulled it right in 1 inch, so it can actually it can gather it in right up to 1 inch plus. So just as you're edge stitching it, just pull that lining down, and afterwards you'll have it'll be full there. And then what you do, you get your iron and just get rid of the fullness. Okay, just steam it, and then what we call dry press it, and then you'll get a nice clean edge neckline, and it will be perfect. So hopefully that's helped some of you, and I'll see you soon on my next little short tip of the day. Ciao.